guys, Melissa here, and today I want to talk about the importance of the frequency that you're seeing your clients and the impact that it's going to have on your bottom line. And we're going to be looking at it from how often you see that client in between groomings, and how many times a year you're going to see that client, and then again taking a look at on an annual basis what the income potential is, and over the lifespan of the pet what the income potential is. So if you don't have a pencil and paper handy, I certainly going to encourage you to have something that you can jot these numbers down as I'm talking, because I want you to be able to go back and plug in your own numbers into this formula. I'm going to use some really basic numbers just to get you going, but you can plug in your own numbers. So go ahead, grab that pencil and paper. If you don't have it, I'll wait for you. Got it? Cool. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, I want you to take a look at, we're just going to start with a frequency level. So if you're dealing with a client every 8 weeks, it doesn't get groomed on a real high frequency level, but it does get groomed regularly, you're going to see that client about 6.5 times a year. And the revenue that's going to generate over the course of 1 year at a $50 ticket price. Again, I certainly hope you're charging a little bit more than that, but we're keeping it simple. So $50 average ticket price. That client is going to bring you about $300 over an annual basis, or about $3,000 if you're dealing with that client for about 10 years, the lifespan of a dog or a cat. And now if we bump it up and you're seeing that client every 7 weeks, now you're going to be seeing that client about 7 times a year. Again, at that average ticket price of $50, it's going to earn you about $350 annually, or about $3,500 on a 10-year rotation. If you see that client every 6 weeks, and I think every 6 weeks is probably the most common rebook appointment that we have. And if you are rebooking every 6 weeks, it works out you're going to see that client about 8.6 times a year. But generally speaking, if you're working the holidays, you can get one more appointment out of the client. And so let's just say you're going to see that client 9 times a year. Again, average ticket price $50. It's going to earn you about $450 annually, or about $4,500 over the lifespan of the pet. Now, if we start bumping it up a little bit, again, just going week by week. So every 5 weeks, you're going to see that client about 10 times a year. So that client is going to earn you about $500 annually, or $5,000 over the lifespan of the pet. And if you can get that client to go every 4 weeks, awesome. That is really helping your bottom line. And you're going to see that client about 13 times a year. And that client is going to bring in about $650 into your business every single year, or about $6,500 over the lifespan of the pet. Now, I want to take this one step further, and let's say maybe you think about a coat maintenance program. And if you're doing a coat maintenance program, you're seeing them even more frequently. And so let's just say you're seeing them every 2 weeks. Well, a lot of times if you're seeing them that frequently, you're also going to offer them a bit of a discount to the grooming. And what we've done, and this has worked really well for us, is we drop the price pretty substantially. Let's just say we're going to $28 every 2 weeks. Now I want you to see what happens here. If you drop to a 2-week rotation, you're seeing that dog about 26 times a year. The dog is in phenomenal shape. A lot of times you're not always doing a groom on it. You can rotate it around and make it work into your schedule, so that sometimes you're just doing a bath and a brush and a heavy neaten on it. Sometimes you're doing a full haircut, or whatever. You can mix it up because you're seeing it so frequently. But at $28 now, on an annual basis at $50, that client is going to, or not $50, at $28, that client is going to bring in about $728 annually. That's a big jump. I mean, even if we're looking at the 4-week client, they're bringing in about $650. So you've just reduced the price so that the client is more encouraged to bring the dog in on a really regular basis. The dog is in phenomenal shape, and you get to kind of adjust it based on your needs, on your schedule. Sometimes you just get really, really busy and maybe you don't have time to do a full trim. That's where these dogs, you can juggle them around and put them where you need to. But bottom line is they're going to bring in a higher revenue even at a reduced price. So $728 on an annual basis, and if you look at it over the lifespan of the pet, you're looking at $7,280 is what that client represents to you on a regular basis. So I want you to think about how rebooking your clients and educating the customer as to the importance of rebooking can really impact your bottom line. And today, with the products and the tools that we have, dogs can even be done weekly or even more so. You know, the best coat is a well-maintained coat. And so use gentle products. The more frequently you're seeing the dogs use a really, really gentle product, but that dog is going to be, or cat is going to be in really great shape. The more frequently you can see them, the better you can service that customer. So take a look, do the math for yourself, figure out what it means to you to see those clients on a super regular basis.